It's a journey, y'all. It's called The Journey Within. That's what my friend said to me. She said,
Genius.
there's no greater journey than the journey within.
Greetings, Soul Tribe. Thank you for being the vibe. As always, I'm just so grateful and I'm always so thankful to be here with you. Thank you for being here with me, and thank you to, all the beings, all the forces that are here with us as well. Let's kick off. Welcome to Roots Holistic. It is the daily spread. Wow, for some reason I just forgot everything that I usually say when I start the channelings or the readings, and I think there's a reason to that. But if anything, I just want to thank the angels, the guardians, the ancestors. Please come through and protect this reading. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Do what you do, gang. And to all the beings, guardians, angels, ancestors wishing us well, let's do what we do in the highest vibration of love. That's where we dwell, yeah? All right, so back at it again, for today. I just want to feel what's popping. I got two decks out here. I don't know what's about to happen. I have no conceived notion or download as to what's about to come through 115. But as always, just being open to whatever spirit wants to do, say, bring forward, right? So as always, just please remember that. Okay. Looks like we got something already. As always, please do remember that these are collective readings. So, these cards are so sticky. Goodness gracious. Okay, and sticky situation, baby. Okay. Are we good? Yes. Okay. So, okay, looks like I need to keep this one face down for a minute. Okay, I'm actually gonna put it aside. I think we'll just remember what that's about and just put it in later. But yes, oh my goodness, guys, these are collective readings, right? So do keep it in mind. Oh, okay, so that's part 3. I see. We're looking at these two together. All right. Just do keep in mind that these are collective readings and they might apply to you, they might not. And please do take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. Time to hit the bell. Or bowl. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go, gang. Let's go. Alrighty. So let's see what we got over here. Okay, number 1. Self-employment. You're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Wow. That's really cool. In the middle, we have wait and make a decision. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. And it also says, feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. Wow, how interesting that these are contradicting energies. And I just mentioned how the cards, but I said cards were feeling stuck or sticky, and here we are. It's like a sticky situation. So I think this is, if not something that's contradicting itself, but it may be showing a transition of energy, especially with it being in the middle, from a period of waiting to a period of making a decision. And again, spirit's don't show this last card as yet. But what's happening in the background is stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So very, very interesting. Wow. I'm actually just going to leave this here for the time being. It's weird. I'm not sure if that is going to need us to go very much deep into it. But for now, it kind of feels like this is where the reading needs to be. But as always, I'm trusting, But you know what? I think no matter what is happening in our lives, especially with me, just getting that this is about, self-employment. And I think, there's that feeling of how we are so comfortable with our salaries, with our belief that, we will always be paid at the end of the month, for example, and that kind of keeps us like in a point of or place of, I would say, kind of like safety, stagnation, but also of familiarity, where we don't go out there and try something new, something different. I'm also getting something about whoever I'm reading for. You have like multiple ideas, things that could actually lead you to self-employment, where you don't have to have someone else as your boss, but you can be your own boss. You might even be in the position to even hire other people, to create something like long lasting, because it's something that you believe, it's your passion. I'm also being led to say how when you do something that you love or something that you're passionate about, it doesn't actually feel like it's work. So it's like a natural expression of who you are. I'm thinking about a conversation that I had with somebody that I work with, and he spoke about how, when you do something that you love, you don't tire out. Imagine like a child who's playing with toys. They can play with toys from dusk until dawn, you know what I mean? And as soon as you ask them to stop, all of a sudden it's a problem, because now they're out of that flow state, that state that kind of allowed them to just continually express, like stay in the zone, in this flow state, you know what I mean? So I think what is being brought forward here, without me having going too deep into it, is to say, there is an opportunity for you to become self-employed or do something that is going to allow you to earn from the things that you love doing. But then also don't be very haphazard about making that decision. It's like, you need to like set your foundation first. You kind of maybe need to invest into the business, get it up to a certain point before you like make that leap of leaving your day-to-day job to now focus on your newly created self-employment job. You know what I mean? But ultimately, I think you're being given this period to review and analyze how is it that you actually want to make this transition, because it's like, that you still have to pay bills, you still have responsibilities, you still have things that you need to be like accountable for, responsible for, but then you also don't want to be stupid and just like, hit the road, Jack. No more, no more. You're not just trying to like hit the road like who's that song? Is it the game 100 miles and running? You're not trying to just hit the road running and, oh, look at that, even like Roadrunner, from, is it Looney Tunes? But yeah, you don't want to just hit the road running and just go aimlessly in any direction. Right now I'm getting like the Chariot in reverse, or even like the Knight of Swords also in reverse. It's like both energies together. It's like, you could be moving so quickly thinking about like, yes, I love this, I see the signs, I see the messages, I've been getting all these intuitive hits, that is the thing that I need to do. But then at the same time, it's like you could also be informed that you have to be very strategic, like meticulous, like cross your T's, dot your I's, type of a thing. Don't just act haphazardly or on a whim or on an instinct. I think there's something that you can yield from the time that you have available to you. 8:30. Okay, thinking about 7:30, going crazy, like 7:30 going crazy. So I don't know if you're going crazy at your place of employment right now, or you feel like you're getting so many intuitive hits that you're going crazy. I mean, okay, Spirit's saying just look at the back of the deck. Okay, we've got the moon, so this speaks to things being revealed, revelations. I'm also getting this very same energy here with the wait card, because with the moon, it's like you give it time, you sleep on it, you wait for information to be presented, like, okay, now is the time, or here's the opportunity, here's the time to take action, or here's the time to like relax and bide your time, just like it's saying. So it's like there's something about divine timing, there's something about getting a better outcome from you waiting until the conditions are more favorable. I'm getting an image of like how a ship would want to set sail when the storm is not raging in the sea. Like, it's kind of like you kind of have to wait for things to like die down a little bit. I think there's a lot of things that are up in the air, and like don't be like led by like but by this urgency or the like this overexcitement to just like see the result. It's like let it cook, you know what I mean? Like some things take time. I mean, right behind me I'm seeing the microwave. It's like you can cook in the microwave, you can cook in the oven, but they won't taste the same, it's not the same result. So I think we're being reminded to think about like what result do you actually want to get, and will your actions lead to you getting the result that you actually want. It's interesting. I'm getting that this message is also like quite time sensitive for some reason. And it's like I need to post this one first and then the other one after. But okay, Spirit, it's all good. I get you. But yes, if this does apply to you, this person who is getting this message that is time sensitive, just take a breath, breathe. The moon says, like, think about it. It's like you even gonna dream, you're gonna sleep. It's like something's gonna come to you that gives you 100% confirmation, like, okay, it's time to move now. I'm also getting something about like the Hermit card where you take this time to gather actually your energy, like so that when it is time to move, you are moving at a more like consistent pace or rate, or at a state where you have now not like spread yourself too thin, or you're not haphazard in a sense, where you've taken this time to actually like go on this journey within, which is what we do here on Roots Holistic, of course. Yeah. So it's like you are gonna take this time to gather your energy, gather your thoughts, so you can move with more focus, move with more direction. With me even having been drawn to pull out this deck, here it shows the moon and it shows these two trees, right? And it looks like, I'm thinking about a pathway as well. Oh, okay, Spirit saying it's fine. I just pushed that without even thinking about it. It's cool. We're gonna put it down. But okay, let me just finish with what I'm saying here. It's like you looking at a pathway, it's like even me looking at this, it also kind of looks like a direction or a channel. So it's like in the next, like, I'm not sure if it's in the next moon cycle or moon phase, there's something about some information coming down to you. It's like, I'm also looking at this as two lines being downloaded, which kind of aligns with what I was saying about like information coming to you, waiting to get this revelation, right? Or this new information. But I think there's something about you going in parallel, or holding on to both sides. Like, you can follow your passion, but also make sure that things at home or with your kids or your responsibilities are also taken care of. So I think it's also about like, how do you actually achieve a balanced approach where you can like, spread your time or your energy evenly between the thing that you actually want to do and the thing that is calling to you or required of you. I'm not sure what that's about, but again, I think it'll relate to you in whichever way that speaks to you. So Spirit saying, let's put that down there. Next card we have here is the Nine of Cups. Wow. When I think about all these cups, I'm thinking about somebody who's drinking, and I think it's oh wow, and it has the moon again, and it's the same shape. Whoa, that's interesting. I'm getting something, okay, like I was saying with all these cups, I'm getting something about overindulgence for some reason. I think there's a question as to what is your motive, like what it is that you intend to do, but also the motivation. So yes, you have your intention, but is it also fueled by the right thing? Like, do you remember your why? Because a lot of the time, like, you will have a great idea, you want to make money, for example, or like on my current season on Roots Holistic, I want to make an impact, right? But do you consider that like there might be reasons, or like, what is this, if not reasons, justifications, what do I call it, man? Ultimately, just like things that are gonna keep you, motivations, like I've been saying motivations, inclinations as well, things that are actually going to keep you on track, keep you on task. Because again, it's good to have the idea, it's good to have the vision, but what keeps you going? So is this like are you inclined, are you aligned to this thing? Like, and I think maybe that's what's actually happening right now, is to say, with this waiting of time, not only are you aligning it, but like, even in the unseen, like in the spiritual, like things are aligning, like, the right people are being put together, spirits are in chatter with each other, like, getting the right things orchestrated ultimately. So with that happening, you are now being given this opportunity to like hone in on your why. Like, why is it that you're doing what you're doing? And what I've found, and which is why I'm even in the impact season, is to say we can always want to make money about whatever it is that we do. But the moment there is a greater reason, there's a greater purpose to what it is that we're doing, it like, I don't know, it's like everything just falls into place magically for some reason. And for as long as you're doing what you love, God, angels, guardians, ancestors, universe, source will always provide for you. So, I mean, if you are rushing into something, or again, you're a bit overindulgent, and you're thinking about maybe only one aspect of it, and maybe it's like you maybe being a bit selfish. You have this great idea, but it only makes you happy, and you haven't thought about how it could actually benefit your community, benefit your family, which kind of leads me back to this card about things going in parallel. It might be like you've figured out the one tree, but you need to get some information about the other tree. I definitely feel like you're in a position where you could make a greater impact if you just think about what what you could do for other people as well, or how this purpose, this mission is just more or bigger than you. So yeah, it just feels like something's being revealed that you might not know or see at this time. Okay, okay, we're gonna take this card. Okay, it looks like two actually want to come out, but I do want to shuffle again. And then the next one we have here is the Son of Swords. Okay, Spirit says we're on this side now. Son of Swords. Wow, we just like jump straight into it. 1701. Okay, Spirit saying let's look at the back. Okay, cool. And at the back we've got Temperance. Wow, Temperance in reverse, Daughter of Wands in reverse, and then Son of Swords in reverse. Yo, with this one here, Son of Swords in reverse, this is and did I not just say this? And yeah, I spoke about the Knight of Swords in reverse, like moving very quickly in the wrong direction. Wow. And we was talking about feeling stuck or indecisive. Wow. I actually felt this card before it even appeared. My boy, what'd he do? Wow. So, just to like recap what I said here, it's like you don't want to move very quickly in the wrong direction. I think it's good to be like steadfast. It's good to be, very like determined, right? And it's like tunnel vision, like focused, you eyes on the prize type of a thinking. But at the same time, you don't want to be how do I put this? Like lacking information in whatever it is that you're doing. You don't want to again move very quickly in the wrong direction. So, it's interesting how all of these cards are coming together now. It's like, the moment you find time to allow things to come into balance, you don't forsake whatever is happening in this moon cycle. So again, with me even seeing two moons, me seeing two trees over there, and even seeing like how these cups are like forming an arc or an arch, however you want to pronounce it. Of course, there's no master of pronunciation, but it's like, okay, for me to even say that, it's like, okay, mastery, right? And pronunciation. It's like, how does something actually take shape? How does it take form? And with me thinking about it as pronunciation, it's like it's a certain tone. And as we know, tone is sound, it's frequency, it's vibration. So it's like you are waiting for things to align, and there's something sacred about the waiting. And then again, it's, I'm guessing this is why this is such a timely message, is because you are maybe feeling like a certain type of pressure to move very quickly. Because, I mean, can you imagine an owl with a sword? Like, I'm getting this image of like the early bird catches the worm. So the owl is already an adept hunter. Like it can already like, fend for itself. But an owl with a sword means that you are very fiery. Like you could like attack and destroy. You know what I mean? It's like I'm seeing an image of like bowling where somebody does a strike and it's like just this one action just like causes a whole like thunder tower type of a moment where everything just falls apart. But we can also look at it on the other sense where you don't want things to fall apart, but things want to fall together, because we can often think that things are maybe falling apart, but maybe they are falling into place, so it's your perspective. So I think it's a matter of saying like, I'm even seeing the word intuition, and as we know, like swords are also about like wisdom, knowledge, discernment, truth as well. It's like, can you just chill a little bit and like wait for the right knowing, like until you're more certain, until you're more sure, like actually I have crossed my T's, I have dotted my I's, I have done that research, I have done that check, I have ultimately just made the best decision from having done my research. I'm getting something about like a list and like check boxes as well. I think there's something that you haven't seen yet, something that still needs to be understood or even thought through. And again, I think it's something to do with the structure, how you've set everything up. Is your budget okay? Is your structure okay? Like, have you set things up in such a way that it actually can be sustainable? Like if, for example, even now with self-employment, like a business has a plan. Have you considered your costs versus, what it actually is going to take for you to even do marketing, to, maintain even your lifestyle that you have? Or maybe you need to like consider what you need to like cut out so you can actually start saving money. But you get what I'm saying? It's like, this is not a quick or easy decision. And while there might be pressure, while there might be forces or elements or factors that are like pushing you into wanting to go into self-employment, what about your current situation can you learn from? What is it teaching you that you could actually apply in your business? So for example, like you have your normal boss and you want to be your own boss, but like your current boss is a dick, like is a bitch, it's fucked up. They're treating you all bad and stuff. But like, what if that is teaching you how to deal with like difficult customers? You know what I mean? What if this is teaching you patience? What if it's teaching you how to better deal with high pressure situations, type of a thing? You know what I mean? So I definitely think there's something to appreciate about the situation that you're currently in. And while you're doing that, you are like growing internally, mentally, emotionally. And this growth that you want to see financially or what's happening spiritually is being like cooked or worked on in the background. You know what I mean? So I'm even thinking about how I was like just swearing right now. So it's like having like some kind of restraint as well. Like, okay, don't overspend, don't overthink, don't overanalyze, don't put your emotions into certain engagements, into certain things, because like what's the thing? What's that saying? That don't take things personal, especially at work. Like, how things like people can get riled up. It's like, we're here to work, bruh. Like, it's not about your feelings right now. We don't have to like each other to work together. I'm just seeing 2342 there. And I think a lot of times people are in places where they think their emotions are going to be catered for. But when we are in this place in a work environment, it's like, yo, you are being paid for your time and your ability or / capability. You or your task needing to be like handled by you. So the sooner you can do that, the sooner things can come into place and you can get your check. So it's like, hang in there while you do whatever it is that you need to do, and don't bother, don't mess it up, don't fuck it up like too soon, ultimately, is what I'm saying. Okay, cool. Spurs, like, let's go here to self-employment. So let's read it one more time. You're a born entrepreneur. Yo, why is this word killing me so? Okay, it's not killing me softly with this song. Yo, okay, damn. Okay, I see why it came out like that. Entrepreneur and me saying killing you softly. It's like, you know what, you not following your passion is actually killing you softly inside, because you know that doing the things that you love or doing the things that mean more to you will actually be more fulfilling. So it's like, yo, I'm getting an image of somebody who like gets to work and they like, yeah, just exhale and thinking, fuck, here we go again. It's like San Andreas with like CJ. Oh shit, here we go again. Like, you know what I mean? I'm getting that as well, if you know what that is. But I mean, just like imagine getting to school, I think this is also, wow, there's somebody who's studying. But it's like, you just get to school, you get into this classroom and you're like, oh, it's this lecturer, bruh. Why is they so difficult? They're always going to pick on me. They're always going to make examples using me and like, kind of do humiliation type of stuff. But, you know what? As you walk out of your car, thinking about getting into that building, as you walk from, one lecture hall to the next, listen, your humiliation is your preparation. Hey, your trials, your testing is building up something within you that is going to, just bring about a more strengthened, more determined, more focused version in you. And again, I'm just being led to say, look, for the the silver lining in this, and it's not only about like having the thing, but becoming the person who can have the thing, because there's this thought about like how it's easy to get stuff, like you can get 1,000,000, right? But keeping the 1,000,000 or growing more from that 1,000,000, that's the hard part. It's like I'm even thinking about like celebrities and like just entertainment industry, where it's like becoming famous is like the easy part, but remaining there, that's like the tough part. It's like an actor, like you get your first role, people know you, wow, you were in that movie, but now it's like you have to do like more movies, like follow that up, don't become like a one-hit wonder type of a thing. So I think you have like some kind of evidence to show you actually, oh my, okay, I'm getting itchy on my shoulder. You have some evidence that's showing you that your entrepreneurial pursuits are actually going to yield a result. But it's about you backing this up, you setting up again the foundation or the structure, which is actually going to allow it to build upon what you have seen as, your basis of. This is like your initial research, but it's like now, again, the mastery part, which is like going deeper, going further to say, if I know it's going to work, what now can I do next to further cement it and like ensure that it works? You know what I mean? With me even thinking about like a lecture or lecturing, and thinking about like varsity, right? Where you have your bachelor's degree and then you go into your postgraduate, you go into your master's, your doctorate, that type of a thing. So it's like you honing in on your passion. It's like you becoming a specialist, you specializing in something. So there's just something that's like very unique, or very like it has an aesthetic to it that like fits you or fits what you're going to build. So definitely just keep that in mind. 28, 22. So over here, we have the Daughter of Wands, and this is speaking to the Page of Wands. Wands are about that fire energy and your passions, your creativity, your expression, right? And interesting how we have this underneath this. What was that? Oh, okay, I just touched my hair there. Okay, so Spirit saying there's something about this. It's like, with the wand, it's like, have you, before you even pick up the wand, before you even go ahead and start expressing yourself, have you checked your arms? Like, you are not about to pick up 100 kilograms when you don't even know if you have the strength to do that. So it's like checking yourself first before you like check the other thing or the task. I don't know what it is. Well, I think like there's something about testing the waters as well. I mean, there's a lot of water. I mean, as you can see, there's like a whole bunch of mermaids over here. Um, this is okay. I'm being led to show you guys what this is about. This is Mermaids and Dolphins. That's the deck we're using by Doreen Virtue. If you wanna check it out on this side, this ring light is okay. There we go, much better. 2947. But yeah, it's like, don't get swallowed up by the water. Don't get lost in the sauce. Like, you know what Gucci said? Either you got the sauce or you're lost, right? So it's like, with me even seeing how this snake is like, in the number 8, and I always think about magic. I always think about manifestation when I see that. I think about infinity, something that lasts a long time. And with me even looking at it in reverse, and me talking about how this is like all water energies and this is a fire energy coming through, it's like, what are these opposing forces to you going into what it is that you want to do? And okay, Spirit's telling me that you were reading this thing, so let me just finish reading it because I see why now. It says, you're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. And was I not just saying, which is why I read it again, magic, right, with the number 8. So it's like, if the magical opportunities, right, are surrounding your business, they are surrounding your wand, they're surrounding your passion, they're surrounding what it is that you actually are meant to do. But for me to see it in reverse, it's like you don't see it right now for some reason. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. It looks like, me thinking about the snake. A snake, of course, needs to shed. If a snake does not shed its skin, did you know that it would suffocate? The snake would die if it does not shed its skin. If it does not take this new form, this new version, the snake would die. So would you want to kill the magic, kill the manifestation before you even start getting into what the magic actually is, into what this opportunity actually is? That's crazy. You wouldn't do that because, again, with me saying earlier on that you have evidence of it working, this wand or this stick, it's not even connected to anything, but look, it's like blossoming. So it's like time and time again, you have been given or are being given signs. Again, look at it in two ways. Either it's like a past and a present thing, or if we are in this collective, it might be two different people. Like some of the group have been given signs before, and some are being given signs right now. So just take that how it resonates. But I'm just thinking that, like, for the mere fact that it's not even connected to anything, I mean, I don't see roots. I don't see it like held or bound by anything, which is now speaking to what I was saying about things are still up in the air. It's like you cast a magic spell, imagine, and it's like all the elements are still being gathered and like still being put together. Because I look at this Page of Wands or the Daughter of Wands as like a study, having more information as to how does your power actually work. And in this case, and with it being about self-employment, it's like, how do people in your industry or in your line of business or in this entrepreneurial pursuit that you want to do, what are the other things that you could still learn about it? Like, who are the leaders in the industry? Who are the subject matter experts in that industry? And what is it that you can take from them to form part of what it is that you have in your plan? So, I'm being led to like, let's pull another card about this. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? That other card is the other information. Like, you need to draw more cards, you need to get more information. And earlier on, I was saying cuts instead of cards. Like, I kind of like stumbled over my words there a little bit. And it's like, what are those other cuts? Like, even the things that have failed, learning from the lessons, not only your own, but other people. It's like, as soon as you like maybe watch interviews, you get to hear other people's stories. What are the things that cut them? And then you take cards out of that. You take lessons out of that. Woo-wee! I'm even thinking about music, like, with the mixtapes, like, woo, kid! It's like, woo, kid, they're gonna be watching you like, oh, wow, like, you were a kid, like they were amazed or in wonder because of what was done earlier on, like in the younger phases, in the kid phase. But now you coming through in your adult phase as like this refined version, in which is the daughter, right? So from the daughter to the mother, or from the page to the queen, it's like there's still something that you need to tap into and not necessarily like avoid it for some reason. But Spirit saying, let's split the deck over here. Let's just see what we got. What? Oh my gosh! Wow! 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 Oh my gosh! I just felt all these shivers. What? 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 Guys, the boy is cooking. Oh, Spirit. Oh my gosh, man. Oh God, I love you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Man. This is so fucking powerful. Wow. Yo, man, God is so good. God is so good, man. Like, wow. Wow. Honestly, like, what? Thank you, guardians. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. What do you do? What do you do? Thank you for the confirmation, man. You know, like, guys, I just spoke about this card and here it is. Here it is. I mean, this is the second time it happens in the reading where I speak about a card and it appears, right? You know, to be in tune, bruh, like... Wow. Oh, wow, man. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. 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 Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Yo, Soul Team, Soul Tribe, you know you're the vibe. Wow. 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 Yo. Yo, man. Yo. Yo, that just needs a moment right there. Like, shit, son. I got some water. It's got some lemon in it. The lemon, like, started to, like, split and, like, you know, come apart and stuff. But wow, man. Wow, okay, the candle just went out. Yo, that was crazy. But anyway, what I wanted to tell you guys is like why this hit so hard is like, you know, I'm not the type of person who sets like New Year's resolutions, right? I just like go ahead with like whatever I've intended because I feel it's ongoing. It's like a mission that we have, you know. It's like I don't have to wait for the beginning of the year to set a goal or an intention for myself, but something that I told myself that I would do this year, not necessarily saying it's a goal, but something that I've been feeling just in myself, is to say less doubting, more trusting. And I'm just pleasantly surprised. I mean, you just saw what happened, right? That I trust so much now more what I feel and, you know, who I am, what I'm becoming, my ability to channel. And things like this happen. Things like this happen, you know, just to be a vessel for spirit, just to work with the divine and be of service. and again make an impact. Like, my intention to not only change my lives but the lives of the people around me. Wow. And you know what, like, I can even, like I'm saying, I didn't know what this reading was going to be about, but now all of a sudden I can even see how it could even apply or relate to me, as to how I can leave my day job. I can do readings for people. I can do Reiki every day. I can do music every day. I can draw. I can paint. I can come on here and stream, but I'm also waiting for the right time to make that decision where I can fully commit to this. And I understand it's, me building things up, building this community, showing up, you know what I mean? Like putting out more music, putting out more readings, things like that. So, whoever you are, if you have found yourself in this space and you just saw what the fuck just happened, right? Yo, man, this is crazy. Like, I hope that just inspires you, because I'm feeling like, what? I'm amazed. I'm just on a high right now. Of course, I just had to calm down so I can bring this message forward. But wow, man, the shivers that I'm feeling, I haven't stopped shaking since this thing happened. And even being able to tame myself and hold the energy, understand the energy. It took time, it took practice, it took waiting, it took doing readings on myself, doing readings for people, just opening myself up to being of service to the divine. And Spirit's saying that this example, it's necessary for someone, because that speaks to exactly what I was just saying, that from not seeing everything as the daughter or page of wands to becoming the mother of wands. It's just look at this thing, both of them, from a small snake to a big snake. The wand is white here, the wand is black here. There's some kind of balance that took place, because it's look at this, you're in the darkness, and then on this side now it's things are aligned. Look at the lines going across, and there's red and there's yellow and orange. So that is speaking to, of course, the lower chakras. You've grounded this energy. It's more stable, it's more sustainable. Remember, we were talking about the structure, putting things into a place. And not only now have you yielded something, look at that. Remember, like I was saying, it's not just about you, but even about the other things that you are going to yield or be a steward of. Because look, now there's even other eggs there. There's other things that have been given birth to. So it's what has happened from this evidence has now led to opulence, or you know what I mean? It's there's an elevation, not only within you in terms of who you are, your shape, your form. Because just look at this here. It's oh, wow. Spirit, let's cook. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yo, man. Yo, look at how this yellow and red is inside this snake on this side, and here the yellow and red is outside, because the work that you have done internally is going to reflect externally. You have to keep believing, gang. You have to understand that you are going to make it out of the dark, and it's going to be light all around you. You know what I mean? You are going to be thicker. You're going to be bigger. You're going to be stronger. Yo, that's crazy. That is so crazy. You're making it out of a dark period into a period of light. This red, yellow, orange could be the sun as well. It's buzzing. It's buzzing. Look at that. 3 of Cups. And of course, for me to say it in reverse, it's for you to actually be this person or this evolved being. And it's here you are in this place. It's you had to leave a certain group, a certain community, even bad mouthing, gossip, even third-party situations that didn't allow you to even feel this type of fulfillment or some kind of expression. I'm getting this idea of not even being worried about what people might do or say or their opinions. Wow. Daughter of Swords again, there's more learning, more decisive action again. So from daughter to daughter, looks like this is actually what's bringing in this transition. I mean, just look at all those colors there with the stars and the different chakras as well. So it's like you're actually going to learn how to balance it within yourself. And that's why whatever happened within you is now going to show up outside of you. This is you going from dark to the light, but it's also an integration, because now look at this snake having both dark and light in it. The patches, the cuts, the things that you learned are now putting you in a different position. Wow, I'm even getting Ouroboros as well, like the snake that eats its tail. But so it's like you like willingly going through these phases, going through these cycles. But then with me seeing this as a circle here, it's also speaking to the protection of what it is that now you've yielded. If you become a parent, like you become a mother, that means that you are a steward. You have been like given the blessing or the anointing, the appointing to look after someone else. Like you can do it for yourself, but now you can do it for somebody else. And which is why I was saying that, like, you need to see that this business that you're gonna do, this venture you're gonna take, goes beyond just you. The moment your purpose is beyond you, or you're thinking about making a difference and impact in the lives of others and not just your own, it's like everything just now starts to come together. Wow, man. Wow. And I'm even being led to how, we have the son of swords, and we saw the daughter of swords over there. So it's like you having this greater understanding, this application of your knowledge, because, what I like to say, the application of knowledge is power. You can know things, but if you don't do anything about them, like, what? Come on, bruh. Make it make sense, right? But again, just like you staying optimistic, knowing that the dreams are coming true, and don't quit, stay persistent, but don't go very quickly in the wrong direction. Because it's interesting how I was even talking about how, like, things are in alignment, things are like, straight, like left to right. And here it goes again, straight left to right. And again, this is, now the higher chakras, because I mean, look at this. We have the green, we have the blue, we have the purples there, and the lower chakras. So it's like the reason why you need to wait, it's not because this thing can't be grounded. It's because you need to put love in it. You need to put more responsibility. You need to put more thought into it, more vision into it. You need to expand this thing, like let it rise, because it's the higher chakras, right? 46, 58, goodness gracious. Wow, sorry. I've got like the phlegm, I've got spit. Give me a second, sorry guys. Don't want to be all like rude and stuff. Oh wow, man. Oh wow. Wow, what's this here? Mother of Cups as well. So yeah, man, to just be like kind, to be compassionate, to be nurturing. Nurture yourself while you nurture the dream is what's coming through as well. Let's split it one more time. Two of Cups. Again, what's in alignment with you? Is it reciprocal? Is the energy aligning? And did we not just say this earlier? Is that like, the energies need to align, the things need to come together? Or was it in the other reading? Things about being in energetic alignment? Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Speech. If you find yourself on this reading, check out the previous reading. Oh, flip. Check out the next reading. Oh my gosh. Previous, next, 1, 2. Again, just things coming into alignment. Split one more time, Spirit says. And the death card here in reverse. Ooh, you don't want to die, gang. Of course. Might be also about overworking yourself. But I'm also getting something about, not rushing the transformation as well. But allowing the transformation. Realizing that, some things have to end so other things can start. Being gracious in that. Ooh, now I'm even being drawn to look at this Temperance card. Okay, Spirit, let's cook one more time. What's behind your Justice? Okay, things are coming together. It's like, yo, you know what? Wow. And as things come to, oh my goodness. Yo, Spirit's like going into another avenue right now. Okay, we're gonna get back to this death card and the temperance. There's what's going on? What's going on? Okay. Um wow, a lot of swords. A lot of swords right here. A sword in the justice. Ooh, okay. You see how I have in my left hand this one sword, and on this side I have the 4 of swords and the 5 of swords. The justice that's coming in, this order that's coming in, is actually going to allow this movement to take place here, because it's like, you are not able to rest. There's like a certain restlessness. Again, we were getting that energy with this movement of like being haphazard in a sense, but it's like you waiting for spirit to cook, you waiting for spirit to bring the answer, bring the result, bring in the balance, bring in this order, or bring in this documentation as well, bring in the cards, right? That's what we were talking about, is actually what's gonna cut you off from, the worms. As we can see, here's an earthworm, and we know an earthworm is both male and female together. It's a hermaphrodite, right? But this means that like this justice is actually going to bring resolution, because this would have actually been like in the upright position, it would have actually been conflict. So there's going to be a resolution to your restlessness. There's going to be something that like comes through. Like, I'm getting divine intervention right now, and that's why we need to allow the moon, right? Like, why you need to rest on this thing, why you need to sleep on this thing. I'm being led to all the major arcana cards that we have here. I mean, we had the moon, we've got death, we've got temperance, now we've got justice. So it's like there's a big energy coming in to resolve something that kind of seems like a small situation, but then it's like something that has been exaggerated. I'm not saying like I'm judging the situation like it's something small, because sticks and stones, it's up to your perception and how you view it. But it's like there's a greater impact, there's a greater energy that's coming through to resolve a small or finer detail, actually. Wow. But then again, it is being resolved, and it's like, don't be so haphazard, don't be so restless to make an action. It's like there's so much more that's achieved from you being patient. It's like, well, what's that saying? Work smarter, not work harder. That's the type of thing. Like, you working smarter is allowing spirit to cook. Like, it's allowing this balance to occur, this integration to occur, where the two worlds are colliding, the physical and the spiritual, the dark and the light. And we're not just saying from you going to the daughter of wands to the mother of wands, it's like you allowing these energies to come together, and that's what's actually happening. Because look at all the colors, and I was speaking about the chakras. So it's like, with all of this balance that's going to take place with the lowers and the uppers, it's like that in itself, you bring about the change from actually tapping in, tuning in with yourself. And there's like, this looks like an apple, and it's like the apple a day keeps the doctor away, where now your spirit team doesn't have to come in and like fix something because you went and like acted haphazardly, or you went and jumped on a landmine, and now they need to kind of now bring in like services to come and help you because you jumped on a bomb, whereas it could have been disarmed by itself. Because I think that's even what happens. Like, sometimes landmines detonate themselves even though they've been chilling for like years over time. It's like you are even being saved from something that you don't even know or see about. Or it's like even those bombs are being triggered or being dealt with, like the energy residue, something that we were talking about in another reading, where the debris, like things are being cleared on your behalf. And the best thing that you can do is just be like honing in on your energy, more decisive about how you spend your energy, just more deliberate about how you spend your energy. Like, you've got an energetic budget, there's only certain things you can do within a given time frame, so why not direct it to what's actually going to yield the best results? You know what I mean? And that's what now brings us back to this death card. And okay, I'm going to leave the justice here, this death card and the temperance. I mean, both of these are birds. And on this side, the bird has all the feathers and wings with the fire. And it's like, on this side, I mean, this bird doesn't have any wings. I mean, okay, it has the wings, it just has the skeletal structure. It's like, are you going to be so passionate that, you tire yourself out, you burn yourself out? You know what I mean? You know, temperance also speaks to patience. Again, it's like you need to temper, like this is temper, like chill a little bit. Like having a lack of patience is kind of like gonna lead to your detriment. So yeah, there's just something about you waiting. And you know, temperance, I'm also thinking about things coming together, like alchemy, allowing things to go with the flow, staying in tune, going with the rhythm. You know what? I'm gonna leave these cards here because you guys saw how they came out, right? Wow, look at that synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. 5442. Notice them in order to increase their flow. And look at that with all the crystals. I mean, we've got all these crystals here on the table. I was actually thinking about telling you guys about the crystal that I have surrounding this little grid here, which is Ulexite. And Ulexite was a crystal that I discovered during me doing crystal readings that was very good at harnessing energy. So, wow, how beautiful it comes into this. It's a synchronicity, right? About how you can harness this energy. You are needing to, like, create a portal for yourself. You know, I'm even seeing the Hermit card again, which is what I spoke to earlier on. Now it's all coming together, right? About how you are going to take this leap. You are going to allow things to come together. We had a number 2 card earlier on. 2 of Cups. The alignment, right? Synchronicities, things being matched with you. And here we've got 2 dolphins, and here we've got the crystals. So it's like when you and spirit, and here we've got 2 again. I mean, these 2 feral creatures, right? These 2 cats or cheetahs, the 2 dogs. I'm saying dogs. Where my dogs at? Hey, there's again something about animals, but it's like the cats, the jaguars. I don't know, there's just something about cats. And again, cats is also speaking to like third eye. You know, cats are very good at like helping people who are like channelers, empathic as well. It helps balance your third eye, right? Oh man, I miss my cat now all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, Ginger. Oh, you're missed. But anyways, we got the waters, we got the dolphins right now. It's like interesting how it's like coming through as like there's a time to be guided by the cats, there's a time to be guided. I was about to say dyed, like change of color, but also dyed as in, you know, a cat has 9 lives. Oh my gosh. And your rebirth. Oh, death card. Oh my word. Like, yo, change of color. I mean, look at all the colors there. You know, in the justice card, all the colors, change of color. And here there's no color. And in the temperance, there's all these colors again. So it's like this major event is just happening in the background, and it just needs you to chill a little bit, and you just focus on gathering your strength, gathering your energy. You know, I'm even getting like how like a crystal, like, you know, it's what can I say? It can harness energy, but it can also tune into energy. And again, it's like you are getting to the right tune, you are getting to the right resonance. For as long as you can hold the energy, keep the energy, then just allow spirit to cook. You know, even with me seeing this dolphin, I'm thinking as above, so below, like manifestation, alchemy, which is this temperance card, but then also like how a DNA strand comes together. It's like, you know, the dolphins are like swimming up and down. I don't know where I saw this. It's like in a movie or something where like, you know, the one's in, the one's out, the one's in, the one's out. But then also like I'm thinking about a movie where like somebody was like, I think lost in the ocean or something, and then they were guided by the dolphins or something like that. Wow, like the golfin. Oh my gosh, the Gulf. I don't know, something about a Gulf. I think water Gulf. Like, yeah. Think about golf, greener pastures as well. Like being on the green. It's like from the water to the green. You know, from the fire energy to the air energy to the water energy. Oh! Wow, spirit just cooking today. Cooking, my G, cooking. 5850. If you're still here, thank you so much. Like, I'm certain there's a message for you in here. What? But like, You just staying true, you know, noticing the synchronicities, you know, the things that you feel, trusting what you feel, you know, just looking out for animals. Because, I mean, there's so many animals here. There's dolphins, there's an owl, there's a snake, there's a cat, whichever type of cat. Um, I mean, we saw, okay, look, there's different types of birds here. I mean, just look at that one's beak. Look at this one's beak. I think earlier on with the Mother of Cups, we saw a swan as well. But like, you get what I'm saying. Like, animals are messengers. Time, different things happening. People saying things. Like, everything is spiritual. And the moment you recognize that is the moment now you know, again, you can just like start tapping in, start tuning in, becoming the crystal. You know what I mean? Like the energy that you want to attract, you embody it so that you can attract it. It's like, you know, quartz will attract more quartz. You know, ulexite will attract more ulexite. Like, you get what I'm saying? But yeah, wow, so beautiful. Spirit again is just reminding me, like with me having gone through all the elements, and here we are, we were at the back of the deck. We started here, now we end here again. You know, there's like a cycle, right? Which is, you know, unaliving. Things are born so that things can perish, and things perish so that things can be born. And here we are at the end of you coming out of this water, like this. Okay, it's fine. I'll pull up one because you want to cook clearly. You want to tell me about what's at the background there. You coming out of this water, you coming out of these synchronicities, is you now going to see this greener pastures. You now seeing this way forward for your business. You'll see this path. You'll see where you are being led, and now you can trust the path. Interesting how I'm actually like taking this stay optimistic card just like the moon as well, because in like the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, we see the moon card being depicted as like these two dogs. Oh, here's the dogs. Wow, Spirit, thank you, thank you, thank you. Could be the wolves, could be, again, you get it, right? It could be hyenas, but the cats and the dogs, because there was some kind of conflict that you were being saved from. But okay, Spirit, let's cook. Here it comes together with the dogs. In the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, the moon card has two dogs that are like howling at the moon, which is could be wolves again, how you want to depict it, right? And then what emerges from the water is a scorpion. And the thinking behind that is like, imagine you are the scorpion, you just chilling underwater, which is what we're gonna see over here. You just chilling underwater and you like hearing all these dogs barking, and then you come up and you see, oh damn, it's a full moon. No wonder these dogs or these wolves are howling, because they're about to transform. You know, they're about to go through something, but you know, we can't stop them from it. You know, it's like, are you gonna keep howling at the moon or allow the moon to do what it needs to do? Like, yeah, come on, control the tide type of a thing. But what's making me draw that comparison here is like how this mermaid is coming out the water, and there's also a path. And just like in that card, you know, there is a path, and there is also this emergence from the water. So it's like this energy is still in flow, and it's like you waiting for it to emerge. And it's this confirmation that your dreams are coming true. At night you dream, that's when the moon is up, and you bringing this dream into reality. And it's a reminder, don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So keep holding on, keep your head strong. Ooh, I'm just thinking about my lyrics right now. Like, how does it go? There's a song I wrote. It's like, I've been holding on, keeping head strong, waiting for my time, but it feels long. If the blessings coming in, then why it prolong? But I'm becoming the person. But I'm becoming the person to make it last long. Make it last forever, forever, ever. But I'm feeling clever, trying to put logic to God's endeavor. But I need to trust and let God cook. And if I need guidance, I read the good book. Like, yo, listen, if you need guidance, come to Root Holistic. I just saw 133 there. Yo, man. Wow. 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 Spirit just wants to cook with me one time. Wow. Cook with us. But here I was talking about how the scorpion is like in the water and it's emerging. And look at what's happening here, friendship. And friendship again is leading me to what we saw with the Two of Cups, which is like, divine union, divine timing. Guys, there's something about like great alignments that are happening right now. Of course, an alignment within self, which is what happened within you, is now going to reflect outside of you, right? And what's over here? Oh, the Hierophant. Oh, guys, this is the God card. This is the presence of God. This is also divine intervention here. Father of Pentacles. This is someone. Oh, you are about to align with someone who's very well distinguished, guys. Like someone who is. Oh, that's further explanation to this friendship card, is to say what you also don't see in the background is that while you are staying optimistic, you are being brought into places and spaces that are in alignment with what it is that you want to achieve. They are there is a person, right? But then there's also an opportunity, a place, a space as well, where you are going to like tap into your senses, because it's like, just look at how the antlers are above its head, right? And it's weird, like this kind of looks like a mouse with antlers. Yo, it's weird. Like, okay, but again, we've got more animals, right? But I'm thinking about how, like, right now, at the time of me recording this reading, we're still in Capricorn season, and it's the ram and so on. But yeah, what I was just trying to say is like, it's like you have not only balanced your chakras, right, which is what we were leading to or speaking about with all these things happening, but with it being here at the crown, it's like trusting spirit to bring things into balance, because your intuition or the hit that you're getting right now is to say that you just need to wait for these major events to take place. But again, you are being aligned with someone that's gonna like help you get into this more abundant, more well distinguished era, like and it's being grounded at this point. And of course, with me thinking about the Hierophant, and I'm saying this is the God card, this is spirit. And I mean, look at this, it's a raven. Birds are messengers. We're getting a lot of like animal spirits coming through over here. But yeah, I think if you are looking for a good business partner, if you're looking even for a good partner, like relationship partner, a good friend, which is what we're talking to over here, but it just comes across as a Two of Cups, someone who can just be in alignment with you, who matches up with you. And I mean, here at the bottom, I mean, this character here is with the seal or this walrus, yeah. And then over here, it's like they're having a tea party here on the top. And then over there, actually, what's going on over here? This boy is like walking down this riverbank, and there's another girl waiting for him there. So it's like, you could see other people who have friends like above, below, but then within yourself it's going to reflect outside of yourself. But then there's somebody coming in, which is what we're seeing over there. So it's like you balance within yourself, you balance with spirit, and now it's also going to now bring in another balance, like engagement or interaction with another person, another place. Wow. But again, just like being open to that, because what does it say here? Make a date for play. Oh, make a date for a play day with one or more friends. So yeah, I definitely think the right people are gonna come in, and you're gonna be free. It's like you can express your inner child with them. You can actually enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's like it won't feel like work, because it's your passion. It's an extension or an expression of you, because it doesn't tire you out. And again, you're playing. It's just fun. Were we not speaking earlier to like kids and toys? Because when you are playing, it's just natural. It's free. And I'm about to free myself from this reading right now, and free myself from this energy. Not disrespect, spirit. It's always love all the time. The boys got a rhyme. And of course, I rhymed for them on camera today. Guys, that song's gonna come out really soon. I'm back. I've been back at recording again. Again with the number 2, just bringing things into balance. Like, just to tell you about me, like, finding that balance between my music, my work, me doing the readings. It's been wonderful. It's been amazing, honestly. Like, I also built up my own type of evidence. And it's interesting how like the last few collective readings have also been relating to me, like, very much. And I'm also reminded that I'm also part of the collective in a sense. But, for me to even feel these other energies that are coming through, it just makes me aware that, it's a tribe, it's the vibe. And as always, subscribe, tune in, tap in. And thank you guys for being my digital friends. And I'm hoping that we can just continue building, we can continue expanding, And, when we come here to connect with spirit, I hope you come here with your drink, with your snack, because we are at play, we're chilling together. Let's just have so much fun. I'm just being reminded about what happened earlier in this reading, and this is going to be crazy to play back. And I think if you ever do need something in here, just come back, play it again. I think this is very much high vibe. Wow, man, I'm just looking at all these cards and I'm just in awe. I'm just in awe of spirit right now, Awe, oh, Lord Kez busted on that song, man. She came through. Like, I'm thinking about San Andreas right now. Who's this rider? Buster. CJ straight Buster. You know what? Get me busy talking about these games. Let me actually take a break. Let me also go play. Let me go play a game. And let me just relax. But guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Like, wow, this was amazing. Thank you for just allowing me to read for you. And yeah, what we got? 1, 10, 15. Okay. Let's leave it right there. Peace and love, gang. Yay. Peace.